Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Typon Skyberg here. Today we're taking a look at the another toy review. Today we're taking a look at the Jason Momoa's Aquaman from the Zone movie Aquaman 2018 from DC Multiverse action figure 6 inches. And yes, I finally got this action figure right here. This is exactly Aquaman looks like. Before they get started to take out the packaging, what comes out of the figure himself, and before I gotta tell you this. If you have your own the different versions of the Aquaman, for example, from the Batman v Superman and then the Justice League, if you don't care about these figures, pick them up to this one or not. If you have your own, or if you don't care to this one, or if you like both, that's fine. So I picked them up to this figure right here. It cost me like $18 at Walmart. Well, it's not a bad price. So now in the packages, well, it's different changes a little bit. I seen it before that, the color red, the packages. So now the blue one is my favorite package. So anyway, let's take a look at it. You got it says Connect with the Trench Warrior, and of course there's a title, the Aquaman, and there's an Aquaman logo from the Zone movie, and of course there's an image of Jason Momoa. It's not the same as this one, but the extended trailer. And at the other bit, it comes from like that, exactly. So, and of course, you got DC Multiverse, you got it says Mattel, and of course, you got on the front, it's the same logo, the Aquaman, and of course, it's the same as this one, and of course, it's not the same as the dresser like that. If you've seen the final trailer, who knows? So anyway, and this is on the left, and of course, on the right, it's the same. And of course, you got the DC on the top. And of course, you got, let me see. And it tells you that information. You got DC, WB, it means Warner Brothers, and Mattel, and information, or whatever. And of course, you have to collect all these characters. You have to build this figure called a Trench Warrior. It's like a creepy monster or something like that. It's like a fish monster or something like that. Now, there's a Jason Momoa. This image in the staff, it's not the same as this one before, but then it comes from, if you've seen on the front, for example, just like at the extended trailer, for example. All right, so anyway, let's take out the packet. Let's take out the package with this figure, and let's see how it goes. And here's Jason Momoa's Aquaman 2018 6-inch action figure. Oh my God, look at this, guys. It looks really, really, really good. I just don't know what to say about this, because this paint job, the metallic, I'm not sure it's so metallic, but the regular is fine. But this is exactly just like the Aquaman, for example. And I really don't care some others versions like Batman v Superman or Justice League, but this one, I think they should put that in that movie, for example. But if you have your own different versions of Aquaman from the BVS and the Justice League, that's fine. If you have your own, and if you want to pick them up this guy, if you don't care about it, it's option to you guys. But I'm gonna pick them up this one until I'm this moment of waiting for this. Now this one, the style, just like the comic book version, and even the Super Friends, from the Hanna-Barbera cartoon show. But it's standard. We got that Jason Momoa looks like, right? He has the beard and the long hair, for example. But you have to remember, if you've seen in the comics, for example, just like he has same beard and a long hair. He has blonde color blonde originally, right? It has long hair and beard for some reason, just like the original comics. But if you've seen the animated series of the Justice League is much as the same as just like this one. So now Jason Momoa on the other hand, well, I don't mind. Just why not just stick in the color brown basically. So, but I saw none of his movies on. It's still on it less blonde and more brown hair. So. But anyway, so that's Jason Momoa. He is a freaking badass as Aquaman, but I really love this figure. So anyway, I talk about the accessories, and let's talk about this staff. Sorry, what is it called? The trench warrior figure. So this one comes from exactly like a leg, maybe left or right, I'm not sure. But anyway, you got here, there's some articulated, it's not much here when a knee, and of course like this, right? It looks like a sea creature or something like that if you've seen it, the package. So that's not much on it. And of course, let's talk about this staff right here. I really love this staff. So if you've seen his movies, you have to pay attention about this because this staff is not the same as the one we saw before. This is Zack Snyder. The one you saw the package looks like. It's the same staff. But here, this one comes out of the movie. I cannot wait to see the Aquaman movie, what should be look like, the staff looks like. Now, if you close to pay attention, for example, I looked at them, it should be, there's some samples on it, but where? Right there, for example, you can't even focus my iPod. But anyway, and it comes from, it looks like a King Triton staff. I really love this. The idea is this one comes from the Aquaman looks like. And this paint staff, I really like the color gold. I think it's shiny, I'm not sure. So anyway, I loved it. But don't use wasted, the, like orange. But it should be orange, I'm not sure. So, alright, so anyway, let's talk about the Aquaman himself, Jason Momoa. And of course, you got Jason Momoa's Aquaman. Now, if you've seen in the image looks like an extended trailer, yep, that's this is exactly looks like. If you've seen this, well, check them out. I cannot wait to see this movie. What was December 21st? Well, it's almost on a month before Christmas. So, all right, let's take a look at Jason Momoa's Aquaman. He looks exactly like Aquaman. So, his face sculpt, it was much better than the other ones, like the other two figures, like BVS and the Justice League. So this one here's face sculpt is much better. It looks actually much better. Now the eyebrows on the other hand, right here, you can see it. It looks exactly like an image right here. You can't even tell what is going on here. So that eyebrows, it kind of reminds me of the Al Pacino's, the reboot movie, Scarface, the 1980s movie. So he looks exactly him, but it's not anyway. So, but this face sculpt, he looks like just like Jason Momoa. So I really love this face sculpt. It's much better. I so far I can tell him, it's like, yeah, he looks like Jason Momoa was better the other two figures. So, and it look at exactly the paint jobs. It looks really good. I was trying to put the flashlight from my iPod anyway, so he looks exactly, yes, I really like the color green. It looks like the Sea World or something like that. It looks like yeah, it's kind of weird. I really like this design, and I like the color green. And of course, you got the Aquaman symbol, just like the other two, but who knows? And then I like the color gold. Basically, that's primarily gold. Yep. And of course, if you've seen it behind them, well, it's not much. The color gold or the orange background behind, I think it's still less. So now, maybe it's like an armband or something, I'm not sure. So it has the same color behind. And of course, you got the darker green pants for some reason, just like the actual comic. And of course, the boots. Oh, I like the color green. And of course, you got right here. Look at this. I really like this paint jobs. Mattel killed it. They really well. And of course, I think it's the reason, maybe it's like Atlantis. There's some reason, I don't know why. So I give her props. Jason Momoa's Aquaman is the man here. Now it's time for the articulation, right? So I was trying to messing around before. What was what happened? Then I'm going to show you how articulation it should be fine. But anyway, and then you got some left or right, and it's 360 degrees, and it goes like this. Look at this. How do you explain like this? I really like that part. And except the Wonder Woman Gal Gadot, the 2017 movie, well, I don't know why, what's going on. So yeah, that's what happens like that. So I really like that it turns left and right. Look at this. I really like that part. But anyway, you got the shoulder joint, and it's not much up, and it goes in like this, and then it goes into the elbows like this, and of course you got the wrist and turns like this, and it goes like that, not so much, and the same as in the other one, I'm not sure. And of course the ab crunch, and it's not much ab crunch. I was trying to mess around like this, for example. I think I did. So anyway, and you got the knee thing, or whatever it's called, the legs joint like this, just like the Ben Affleck's Batman, not much, or Superman's Man of Steel like this. So, and of course I really like this, and it comes with a kick forward and not so much kick back. But anyway, you got the leg joint like this, and of course the knee joint like this, and look at this, it looks very good. And of course you got the ankle pivot goes up and down, and of course you got ankle pivot. Look at this. That's exactly I was waiting for. Give me an ankle pivot. Thank you, Mattel, for more or less. Yes, thank you for that. That's ankle pivot for you. Yes, I really like that part. And here's my comparison of the Jason Momoa's Aquaman. And here's on the right side, you got Melissa Benoist from the Supergirl TV show. Is this guy is as taller as her because she's short or some reason? I don't know why. So yeah, but it's not as bad. So I really like that part. But Supergirl is the shortest in that height. It's not that height in any way. But this guy is as tall as 6 inch. So there's not much it has to say about this. And here's my comparison of the size for you guys. And here's with my other three comparisons of the DC Multiverse figures. Well, technically it is. On the left side, you got Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman 2017 figure. If you've seen it, go check them out. And this size is much as the same as the Supergirl, the TV show. I don't know why it's the same time. So, but Jason Momoa is his tallest. But, and of course, you got Ben Affleck as Batman figure from the same Batman v Superman. And of course, but the same one I got from, this is exactly from the Suicide Squad. You gotta pay attention at the Batman's mask, because it's different, just like the other one. So the Batman is as tall as him almost, but it's not exactly. And of course, if you've seen, here's my comparisons: Henry Cavill Superman from Man of Steel with Movie Masters version, but it's the same time, it's the same height from the DC Multiverse. So the other two figures as tall as him. I don't know why. It's because I looked at them and then it goes like, well, they try to figure it out at his best, but it's almost as tall as him, because Batman has short ears, but as this guy, Jason Momoa, is almost as tall as the other guys. And of course, Gal Gadot is short, but not exactly, because it's just like the same height. It's not the same height, but who knows? But anyway, so here's my comparisons of the DC cinematic versions on it. So I cannot wait to get my hands on with Cyborg and the Flash. So we have to wait until I gotta get my hands on that very soon. So we'll see what happens in a distant future. So my final thoughts of the Jason Momoa's Aquaman 2018 action figure 6 inch from his own movie in the DC Multiverse. I gotta say this, I really like this movie a lot because I really like the paint jobs and even the textures somewhere. And then of course, I like the rest of everything, especially Jason Momoa's face sculpt because exactly it's him. So I prefer this one is better than the other two because I didn't get it until I gotta wait till I picked them up. This one is much better. James Kwan was directed. I gotta wait until, but at the same time could be that Zack Snyder's version, but who knows? So there's not much it has to say this. Well, I like the paint jobs, the textures, I like the everything, the articulation. They have Echo Bebe finally. And of course, there's not much it has to say this. So I give us this figure, Jason Momoa's Aquaman 2018, a 10 out of 10. A 10 out of 10. I really loved it because I cannot wait the movie come out very soon this year, and I cannot wait for Shazam in 2019. Who knows? So I gotta wait until the other DC movies or DCU, whatever it's called. So I cannot wait to get my hands on it, which the best figures version and then I need it. So we'll see what happens and remain in the future. Alright, so anyway, don't forget, click like and comments below, and don't forget, hit the subscribe button, and of course, check the icon bell, notifications in case you missed it on this video. And that's not much it has to say is about this. I really love this figure, Jason Momoa's Aquaman. So I really like this figure a lot. So anyway, this is Type on Skyberg, and I'll see you around, guys, and happy toy hunting and take care.